This is the domestic news on Top Accolade News. President Bola Tinubu has declared a state of emergency in Rivers State, suspending Governor Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, and all House of Assembly members for 6 months.
Section 305 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, to declare a state of emergency in Rivers State with effect from today, 18th March, year 2025, and I so do. By this declaration, the governor of Rivers State, Mr. Siminalayi Fubara, his deputy, Mrs. Ngozi Odu, and all elected members of the House of Assembly State are hereby suspended for an initial period of 6 months.
In a nationwide broadcast, Tinubu cited the breakdown of law and order and appointed retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas as administrator.
In the meantime, I hereby nominate Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, retired, as administrator to take charge of the affairs of the state in the interest of the good people of Rivers State.
Soldiers swiftly took control of the government house, while Fubara urged calm and vowed to engage relevant institutions. The NBA, PDP, and Atiku Abubakar condemned the move, calling it unconstitutional and an attack on democracy as tension escalates in the crisis-ridden states. Still on domestic news, another explosion has occurred at a pipeline manifold in Omawari axis of Oba Ebema Ndoni local government area of Rivers State, just hours after a similar incident rocked the Trans-Niger pipeline operated by Shell in Bodogokana local government area. The latest explosion reportedly took place at the manifold connected to the federal pipeline deep within the forest, transporting crude to Brass in Bayelsa State. While there has been no official confirmation, community sources describe seeing massive flames and thick smoke rising from the affected oil installation. Police yet to confirm the incident. Grace, spokesperson for the Rivers State Police Command, stated that she would verify the incident but had not provided further details at the time of reporting. Meanwhile, in a separate event, Ijaw youths on Tuesday blocked the Ahoda axis of the east-west road leading to Bayelsa State in protest. The demonstrators, numbering over 100, carried placards in support of Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara amid his ongoing political battle with the State House of Assembly. With back-to-back pipeline explosion and raising political tension, the situation in Rivers State remains volatile as authorities and stakeholders monitor developments. Now in politics, the ongoing political crisis in Rivers State has taken a new turn following the Supreme Court's ruling that Governor Siminalayi Fubara's actions have effectively crippled governance by sidelining the state legislature. The court reaffirmed the legitimacy of 27 lawmakers who were previously declared defectors and ordered the immediate restoration of constitutional democracy, including passing an appropriation bill. Despite interventions from well-meaning Nigerians, the crisis persists with rising security concerns as militants issue threats. Political analysts warn that federal intervention or impeachment proceedings may be imminent if the dreadlock continues. Still in politics, several South-South leaders and stakeholders have strongly criticized President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State, calling it unconstitutional, politically motivated, and an overreach of executive power. Former Attorney General of Akwa Ibom State, Uwemi Diomo Woko, condemned the decision, arguing that the situation in Rivers State did not meet the constitutional requirements for such a declaration. He described it as an ill-advised move aimed at taking control of the state rather than addressing genuine security crisis. Similarly, former president of the Ijaw Youth Council, Eric Umar, accused President Tinubu of taking sides in the political crisis between Governor Siminalayi Fubara and FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. He argued that the president's action and body language had embedded Wike to escalate tensions rather than de-escalate the crisis. Omar insisted that a fair approach would have been to call Wike to order or even remove him from office rather than targeting the Rivers State government. As tensions remain high, political observers are keen watching how the situation unfolds, with many questioning the legality and necessity of the president's decision. Still in politics, the Nigerian Senate has passed for first reading a bill seeking to amend the Nigerian Data Protection Act of 2023, compelling major social media platforms like Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok to establish physical offices in Nigeria. Sponsored by Senator Ned Woke, the bill also processes regulating bloggers, requiring them to set up verifiable offices in any state capital and join a recognized association. While Senate President Godswill Akpabio acknowledged the potential benefits of local representation, he urged caution on bloggers' regulation, emphasizing that the bill aims to enhance taxation and compliance rather than stifle online expression. Still in politics, the National Secretary of the All Progressive Congress, Senator Ajibola Basiru, has endorsed President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State, citing the breakdown of law and order. Basiru also suggested that a similar intervention may be necessary in Osun State if Governor Ademola Adeleke fails to comply with court rulings reinstating local government councils. The APC has called for the governor to adhere to the court's decision, warning that continued disregard for the judgment could lead to federal intervention. The emergency measures in Rivers State and the growing tension in Osun State highlights the increased political instability in parts of Nigeria. The APC has positioned itself in favor of a stricter federal oversight in states experiencing governance crisis, while opposition parties have criticized such interventions as politically motivated. The situation in both states continues to evolve, with stakeholders closely monitoring the federal government's next step. The potential for further interventions remain uncertain, but concerns over governance, legal compliance, and political rivalry persist. That is the domestic updates for now on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us for more domestic updates and development. I am Blessing Basu.